everyone, and welcome back to Advancing Your Business, Your People, and Your Legacy Conversation Series. My name is Champ Rawls. I'm the Director of Development with the Rawls Group, your host. As it relates to recruitment, I'm going to quote Suzanne Malo. You can't believe everything everyone is selling. The people you are interviewing sell cars for a living, so they can certainly sell themselves. In this episode of the Innovative Recruiting and Retention Strategies to Land Top Talent series, Suzanne Malo, Director of DHG Search, and Champ Rawls, a succession planner with the Rawls Group, discusses recommendations for recruiting the right person for your organization and the role you have open. Suzanne, what are the top recommendations for recruiting and landing top talent?
Well, the first thing I would say is interview thoroughly. Dealers are talkers by nature, and they love to sell their organization. And so they tend to sometimes do all the talking. And in order to really get to the heart of who a person is, you have to ask probing questions. In another episode, we talked about how you should have a process when you interview. And one of those things is to ask the same questions of all the candidates. If you need to write them down, write them down. Make sure that you're asking thorough questions. Let them answer those questions and then ask follow-up questions. Don't just walk through their resume, but ask them things like, who was their favorite boss and why? And where was their favorite place to work and why? And, if they ever mentored anybody, who was it? And what do you think that you did to create that mentor relationship? And what do you think they would say about you? All those things are nice probing questions that are not just, what did you do at XYZ company? The other thing I would say is references. You cannot believe everything that everyone tells you because they're selling. You're hiring people that sell cars for a living, so they certainly can sell themselves really well. So you've got to check them out. I put my BS meter on high when I'm interviewing, and I make sure that if they sound like they might be contradicting themselves, then to me, that's a red flag, and I check them out. And I guess last thing is, don't forget that this is a courtship. This is something that you're trying to entice them to come work for you. When you were dating somebody, like let's say you were dating your now spouse, you didn't play hard to get. You kind of have to think about it the same way. But when you realize that you want to hire them, then tell them that you want to hire them. You want to make this work and get them excited about coming to work for you. So many times, even though there might be a fantastic interview, a client might get really busy. A dealer might get really busy and forget, oh, I interviewed this person and I really liked them, but I haven't called them in 3 weeks. Well, what do you think that person that interviewed 3 weeks ago thinks about how that interview went? They think it went terrible. Meanwhile, the dealer thinks it went great. If you don't communicate, then you could lose somebody through the process of not communicating.
I would also add, Suzanne, and I think you've experienced this, that more so from the recruiting and landing top talent is there's a big difference between being a organization that is known for treating their employees well and a great place to work, conversely to an organization that is essentially just a rat race, chews them up and spits them out. And to me, I think that is so important in this. And I'm sure they come across your mind right now, those organizations who are talent targets. People want to go work for them. And when I say that, it's that they promote a strong culture. They promote a culture of growth and development. Come work for us, and we're going to give you an opportunity to move up in the organization. Not just come here, we're going to work you to death, and then you're going to be burnt out and have to go somewhere else. And I think those are the organizations that I love to work with, that I love to help understand how powerful that can be, that as soon as you get known for that, top talent is knocking down your door. They want to be part of your organization. They want to be part of something that's growing, that's thriving, that has nice facilities, has professionalism, has a corporate culture, those things that are positive to people who want to be employed by a organization that they feel proud to tell their friends.
Champ could not have nailed it any better on the head. The key to landing and retaining top talent is your culture. People talk in the industry, so people know who the worst places are to work for and the best places to work. If you're unsure where you land, look at your turnover, or better yet, ask for feedback in an engagement survey. The recruitment and retention of top talent is essential to building business value, sustaining business performance, implementing strategic plans, and consequently, the achievement of succession goals. The next episode of the series focuses on strategies for landing the right candidate who may be worth more than the offer you've pulled together. Do you have a question you want to discuss with an expert? Feel free to reach out directly to Suzanne or Champ at the email addresses listed on the screen. Continue listening to the series now or come back later for more. Each topic featured may want you to learn something new.